What's holding you back? Holding you back from touching the sky? What's holding you back? You gotta fly like an eagle and go high. What's holding you back? Holding you back from touching the sky? Oh, holding you back. You finally gotta reach for the sky. I was born to succeed, not to be a spoken the real. Told myself there's more to this than just waking up when I feel. So I made a commitment to turn my earnings up. Couldn't see myself as an employee that still couldn't. Looked in the mirror, saw a spark in my eye. Knew I had to hustle and stop living a lie. I packed my dreams in a suitcase, took the first train. I'm headed for the horizon where success is no.
Greetings and welcome to another edition, a very special edition, a happy anniversary edition of What's Holding You Back. My name is Rob McCray from the Business Building Network, and we are so excited to have you on board with us this evening as we are celebrating our 1 year anniversary. And yes, indeed, it is 1 year already. And what a phenomenal time we have had with each and every one of you. And we thank you so much for all of your love and support throughout the year. And we look forward to bigger and better things in the weeks, the months, in the years to come here on What's Holding You Back. So we're going to have a very exciting and interactive program this evening, this afternoon, this morning, depending on where in the world you are watching us from. But we are just so delighted to have you on board with us. So we're going to ask that you please just leave us a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We would love to acknowledge you and welcome you to the broadcast. So yeah, we're going to have a very good time as we're going to be reflecting upon some of the things in which we have done here on What's Holding You Back, some of the guests that we have gone on board with us, and what is to come in the weeks and months and years as we continue on with this phenomenal program, this broadcast, this podcast, which is titled What's Holding You Back. And for those of you who are not aware of what this program is all about, it is for the empowerment, the development, and just we want to make sure that you're living your best possible life. And we're going to make that great attempt to provide you with all of the tools in which you will need to help you get and elevate to that next level and make sure all of your bases are covered. So that is pretty much what we are all about here at What's Holding You Back. And we look forward to some greater times as we're going to be sharing more training information to help you get more exposure for yourself, your business, or whatever endeavors you are involved with, to get you that exposure that you need and get you placed in front of the audience that is looking for you and all of the products and services in which you may be able to provide for others. So, with that being said, let us get into the celebration for today. Our wonderful co-host, Christine Allen from Clear Ambitions. She's having a couple of technical issues. She tried to log on, but she's still going to be trying to log on with us in just a few. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the program as we get started. So, as we started off with the program, I'm just going to share some slides with you of some of the previous guests in which we've had on board and what was our starting point for What's Holding You Back. So let's just take a brief look back in time and see where this program, this broadcast all started from. So here we see the slide for our happy anniversary celebration. And as we move forward, we're just going to show you some of the people responsible for bringing this broadcast before you. And that picture you see is of myself. And once again, my name is Rob McCray from the Business Building Network. And right below that, you can see the link to my website, which is Rob McCray Marketing Agency. So if you need any help with your promotion and getting you in front of the audience to promote the products and services in which you have to offer, please visit my website, and I would love to have a discussion with you about what we can do to make um, those dealings, those issues, those priorities in which you have in starting and building up your business, what we can do to try to enhance that. And here we have my wonderful co host, and she is none other than Christine Allen from Clear Ambitions, Mentorship and Speakers. She is a phenomenal personal speaker and mentor as well. So if you are looking for a coach to help you with public speaking, that thing that most of us are very afraid of in terms of speaking to a broad audience. So Christine is one that can definitely help you with that, help you to overcome those fears, how to posture yourself and make you be the one that stands out and really takes the crowd by storm and really puts a nice icing on the cake, so to speak. So she is one that's really a phenomenal speaker, a great mentor, and just a one that can be of great value in everything that she has to offer. So that is the team here at What's Holding You Back. And this is from the first slide, the first broadcast in which we did. And this was July 3rd of 2024. And with the theme of what's holding you back, this particular topic was, what do you really want out of life? So that was our first topic of discussion here on what's holding you back. And it was a very good conversation, which we had with a lot of our viewers and listeners that were on for that particular program. And then as we started to bring on some new guests to the program, our first guest was Charmaine McBean, and she is an online business coach. So if you are looking to start a business or if you already have a business, especially online, she is a great resource and help in helping you to build your business, get the all of the assets you need to put your business in the forefront. And she is just one that can be of great assistance to you in getting your online business up and running and taking it to the next level. All right, I see Christine has jumped back on. Let us see if we can bring her on. All right, Christine, can you hear me?
And loud and clear, Rob, loud and clear. Nothing is holding us back on this anniversaries. Okay, so you can see my background. Yeah, it's in repair. So
That's all
it's
right.
yeah. It'll come back bigger and better. No problem. No
There we
problem.
there we go.
Yes, it's I love this. I love this. I'm so excited about 1 year. It's flown by like the wind.
Can you believe it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And so I want to thank all our viewers. Thank you, Rob, for the inspiration. As you just let the inspiration flow,
That's right.
you did, and you said, let's do it. And he's like, okay, let's go.
And away we went.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Where we are now. So yeah, I was just going over a little recap, and actually, Charmaine was the first guest that we had on board here on What's Holding You Back. You remember that interview?
I remember it vaguely. I remember having a conversation
Hmm.
with a vibrant woman who she went through a lot, and
Hmm.
she was very open
Yes.
and transparent in sharing her journey and also her journey of not giving up, which
Thank
is
you.
awesome. So it was a great first episode of What's Holding You Back, and
Yes.
she didn't let anything hold her back. Now, if I remember well, she's Jamaican
Yes.
descendant.
Yep.
Right, and her mother had an entrepreneurial spirit as well.
That's right. Wow.
Mhm.
You're good.
I
Good.
won't take up much more time, but yes, I Charmaine was very memorable. I can't wait to see the next.
All right. So now we have our one and only, our number one cheerleader, Elizabeth
Oh yes,
Verne. Yes.
there she is,
There
beautiful.
is. Yes.
Now, did you choose this background of Jamaica for Vern, or did she choose it?
I chose it. How do you know that's Jamaica?
Oh yeah, I know my waters. All
Ah,
right.
okay.
Yes, that's awesome. Yes, elevate with Vern. And you know what? Her
Hmm.
business is great branding. It speaks for itself. That's what you get when you hook up with Vern.
That's right. That's right.
When you connect with her, yes.
Yeah, and I have to
Beautiful.
say about Vern, she is one of the greatest encouragers. She's just a phenomenal person. Always wants you to put your best foot forward, and she wants the best for you in each and everything that we do. And she was the one that really helped me out when I first got started in dealing with YouTube, and she showed me a lot of different things that I need to have in place, and really taught me a lot of things that go into creating and building a YouTube channel and how to build up that audience. So I
Okay.
will always give thanks to Vern, and I greatly appreciate all the help that she has been for me.
Awesome. Yes. She's a wealth of knowledge and she loves to share. You can tell.
Mhm.
I think, yes, we had her on at least once, and she actually was a co host at What's Holding You Back at one point as well.
Right.
So, truly appreciate the cheerleader in her.
Absolutely. All right. So then we had Todd and Tashawn Hatchett from God Wear Apparel. Wow. A power couple here indeed.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes. I still have the t shirt, the sweatshirt. Now,
yeah.
because it's summertime, it's seasonal, I do need some more. So, I have to get connected with them. So, their
Yeah.
link is there, Godware.
Yep.
Okay.
godwearins.com is their website. Please visit their website. They have a fine collection of clothing and
Oh,
apparel.
my goodness.
Yeah, all kind of goodies, pillows, cups, all kind of good inspirational stuff, all relating to the Word of God. And they are just a wonderful couple, and I am so proud of both of them, but especially my brother Todd, as we go way back. So yes.
And what I want to say is the slogans
Hmm.
that are on the shirts are things that you think about but not necessarily vocalize.
That's right.
So reading that t-shirt that says "Dear God, thank you." It's so yeah, that's
Yep.
it. Thank you.
Simple,
Yeah,
straight to the point. Just thank
very
you.
good, very
Yes,
good.
yes, excellent. All right. And then after them, we had our sister, Deborah Anthony, the self care counselor. And yes, what a great inspiration she was.
Absolutely. Wow. And so Deborah Anthony, self-care counselor, has a passion also for youth.
Yeah.
As I recall the conversation there, she really has a tender spot for them and a connection where, in the school system and just a real life, keeping it grounded, the conversation and relevant to their level, and then how they can connect and understand with her. So the self-care counselor, I know she touched on the importance of parents as well, having that connection, having that mindset of not just living from job to job to get the bills paid. And meanwhile, the house is not, um, yeah, it's not in order where that's concerned. So I would love to reconnect with Deborah Anthony if she's listening to us. Love
Mhm.
to reconnect with her. She's a
Okay.
powerful woman of God. Hmm.
Yes, definitely. And she really went into the mental health issues that many of us face, but we're not readily willing to admit, because we
Hmm.
all have issues, and they stem from mental things or psychological things that have happened within our lives. And
Yes.
if we don't take the time out to get that counseling to address these issues, they will continue to fester, and then they will come up later on in our lives and they will just become bigger and bigger problems until we take that time out to sit down with a true professional like Sister Anthony is, a counselor, and really find out why these things happen in our lives and what can we do to change that course to make sure that they don't continue to reoccur within our lineage of our families. You got that, Christine?
Absolutely. The lineage in our families. Now, I definitely, we need an encore for the self care counselor.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
we definitely need one,
Okay.
especially going to the
Mhm.
summer season here on in the North American side. I know it's always summer in Florida, right? And it's always summer somewhere. But
Yeah,
yeah, what's holding you back? We did touch base with, some key points on self care. It could be a key component and what's happening, in the background, why we're distracted or maybe not living to our optimal selves.
that's right.
Right.
All right.
Oh, there he goes.
There he is. Yes. And then we had Dwayne the Credit Man Reed. So, yes, if you need your credit repaired, you need to repair your credit, you need to increase your credit score. This
Uh-huh.
gentleman you definitely need to get in contact with. And as you can see, his website is right beneath his name, and it is
Mhm.
readfinancialsolutions.com.
It was a great conversation, and I know he promised us an encore as well,
Right.
in regards to just a wealth of knowledge, and he shared what he did wrong, which was really nice and transparent. He
Mhm.
shared what he did wrong. He didn't always have it together, but here's what I learned. And he has weaned himself off of his 9 to 5. He actually found out what was holding him back. He
Yeah.
took the challenge. And what I like about the couples that we interviewed, I know his wife was in the background supporting him 110%.
Mhm.
He did mention that, it was a joint decision
Right.
between himself and his wife to say, okay, I'm going to stop the 9 to 5. We can now transition full time into this, and it organically grew out of
Mhm.
a bona fide need. That's the key to success is the demand and supply. So the demand was there in the neighborhood. He had folks coming in,
Right.
sitting on his couch in his living room,
Yep.
and it just grew from there because
Yeah.
you're so good at what you do. Yeah,
Yeah. It will
yeah.
make room for you. And I just love the story that he shared about
Mhm.
his wife giving him an ultimatum, saying that either you're going to leave the job or we're going to have some issues.
Yeah.
And he was thankful for her doing that because like we all do when we go to start a new venture or a new business, we have
Hmm.
that fear, we have that trepidation, we have that unsureness of the unknown. So
Right.
it is, yeah, it is a huge step to go out there and do something that you're not really sure of and leaving something that is very much stable behind. So she had to push him out and say, call your job and tell him you're leaving. And that's
Yeah.
ultimately what he did.
Wow. It's nothing like having someone who having your back like that and not holding you back, right?
Ooh, yes, you said it right there. Hmm. Okay. And then we have our very own fitness coach and nutritionist, our sister Yvette Bolden from
That's
Bolden
awesome.
Consulting. Yes, yes, yes.
So
Yes.
Yvette,
Hmm.
is she on tonight? She's on almost every night.
Yes, she.
Um, yes, kudos to Yvette. Lots and lots of prayers and well wishes for the prosperity and the growth. And
Mhm.
what she's doing is so needed as connecting to not only a diet, but a diet that's fit for you and your DNA that's connected to you. That's
Absolutely.
best for yeah, yeah. It's not a one size fits all with Yvette.
That's
So
right.
let's support her.
Absolutely. Yeah. As Christine said, she puts a plan, nutrition plan, and also a
Hmm.
exercise regimen based upon your DNA. So it's based upon your body type. So
Yeah.
please get in contact with her. Her website is boldnutritionconsulting.com. She is a wonderful fitness coach and nutritionist. All right. Oh, and then we had, oh my goodness, the showstopper, Dr. Tahira Lee. And if you missed that interview, you have to go back to either one of our channels. Christine's channel is Clear Ambitions, and my YouTube channel is Rob McCray Networking. And wow, she just shared so much, her personal life story, the struggles in which she went through
Mm-hmm.
from a very young mother into becoming a more mature mother, but just learning from her mistakes and the things that she was never taught growing up as a child. They came back to haunt her at her early age, but she was able to recoup and recover. And now she is a wonderful entrepreneur. She started her own school program down in Georgia. And the website is there, morehopenow.com, and they have a wonderful abundance of programs going on to help our youths and also the community. Please visit her website and see all of the different things in which she has going on.
Absolutely. And in regards to the Real Hope Doctor,
Hmm.
there's a lot of folks that hear her story, her testimony, and would have definitely given up hope.
Yeah,
She's definitely resilience is her trademark. So
absolutely.
we invite everyone to support. Also, there's an opportunity to support this charity.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
definitely. All right. And then from that branch, the sister that came on as well is Chelsea
Mm,
Sellers Wilson. And wow, she was so impressive. She models herself as a serial entrepreneur. She's a business coach. um,
wow.
she is just a phenomenal speaker, and she has a
Mm,
great gift. And when you hear her speak, you can just tell
mhm.
that there's so much more in her that is still to come out. But yeah, I'm looking to see great things from this young lady here. And please visit her website, which is through Linktree /Eminence Guru. So please check her out. Phenomenal coach, and public speaker as well.
Yes, yes, yes. Well spoken. She
Yeah.
was a joy to interview as well.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yes.
All right. And then we had my brother, CFO Tariq Lee, and he is the husband of Dr. Tahira Lee, and he was another phenomenal guest, a man of great
Yes.
inspiration, yes, and doing great things with Hope Enterprises. And of course, the website below is morehopenow.com. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
was shown previously. But yeah, they're just a phenomenal team, and they're doing great things down there in Georgia
Oh, wow.
to help the youth, and also they have a housing program together as well to cater to the less fortunate. So kudos to them.
Wow.
Great things in which they are doing.
Oh, they're definitely overcomers. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yes. They
Hmm.
haven't read about it, they lived it.
Oh.
So when they talk about more hope now,
Hmm.
yeah, that's a life calling for both of them. What a
Yes.
great picture. Says a lot. Says a lot about the man, Tariq
Yes.
Lee. Yes.
Yes, indeed. All right, and then we have my brother from another, Dr. Philip Reed from the Phoenix National Network, and his website is pnnstationplus.com. And this brother here, wow, he has a lot going on. He does website um, developing. He also does the productions for podcasts and a lot of digital marketing and creatives as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so he really
Yeah.
a wealth of knowledge to share with you to help you get it more exposure with your podcast, video marketing, and anything else that you want to do to get yourself out there. So he is a great resource to get in touch with as well to help you build and grow your business.
This is a connection that you won't regret if you're serious about taking your business absolutely on a digital platform, many platforms,
Yeah,
right? And in a very, very seamless way. And
that's
Dr. Philip Reed is a person you need to connect to. It's a great interview indeed.
absolutely. Okay, and then our last one here was my sister, a very own Joan Fletcher from
Oh.
Giver Services of Toronto, and she has a phenomenal program. She refers caregivers to those
Mhm.
that are in need, whether that be for elderly care, if you need a babysitter, if you need a tutor, or whatever the case may be. She's based Canada, but she is just one that really filling that void and preparing and fulfilling needs for those who have needs in the caregiving uh, family, I should say. Hmm.
And another business, thriving business. I well
Yeah.
into double digits. I believe it's over 20 years. So sustainable is the name of the
Oh yeah.
game. And again, it's supply and demand. She's in demand because she did it so well. Um, so if you're in the GTA, Greater Toronto Area, Canada, Joan Fletcher, caregiving services all around. She also does home care as well,
That's right.
right? So not only caring for the ones that are in need, but
Mhm.
having the housekeeping, taking care of landscaping. So
Yes.
yes, all around the 360 when it comes to caring for in the home for folks, um, you know, that can't do it for themselves. She's happy to help. She's happy to help.
Yes. And her website is
Mhm.
caregiverstoronto.ca. So please, by
Okay.
get in touch with Joan Fletcher and all of our previous guests here on What's Holding You Back. Christine, you loving the weather out there?
I am. I'm enjoying not wearing a coat with fur. It's a
Yes.
little lighter.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
It's a little lighter. Absolutely. It's an opportunity for 1 year anniversary. I think that we should have the whole month of anniversary. To have July. Let's
Why not?
take July, Rob, because there's so many different conversations to have. I want to do some recaps on homework. All right. We
Okay.
gave some folks some homework. What are you doing? What you want to do? You have to do. You need to do. I
I
want some recaps on those conversations that we had about. All right, now what's your ideal employee? You know about often talk about bosses and leaving bosses and the usual. But what's your ideal employee, and why is it so important to hire the right people? And what's the cost of hiring, the wrong?
I would love
Um,
that topic as well.
yeah,
I would.
yeah. Going back in memory lane on conversations. One of the ones I was really fun. You brought up who you don't bring to the cookout and why.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, we're talking about self branding and all that good stuff. And um, yeah, yeah, it's what's holding you back. One of the conversations we had, Rob, it really brings to light is we spoke about character.
Hmm.
And we spoke about being who you are in all platforms, what you're known for, right? And the importance of that, being consistent in your character. And what does that show up? And where does it show up for you? So we
Hmm.
had some heavy lifting, some heavy conversations, but meaningful.
Yeah. As I was going back through the archives and looking at
Uh-huh.
the previous podcasts, I was like, wow, we really had some very stimulating conversations. We had some very wow, great guests come on and speak and just pour into us, and you
Hmm.
can all take away something from each guest that came on board with us. So yeah, it was just a great reflection point and a lot of information that I could take away from it. So we have to go back and review it a couple of times because each and every time you watch something, you catch something else, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially the topics we had about discipline,
Ooh,
surrounding about self discipline, the importance of it.
Hmm.
Your daily routine, your success is wrapped up in that daily routine, what you do every day, how you spend your time, what's holding you back. I'm looking forward to season two or year two, if
Yes,
you will.
yes.
We have some really, really great conversations ahead with folks that, have maybe a little bit more than others, but
Hmm.
how do you keep it? There's a conversation I want to have because I was at a business forum and I says, there's a lot of billionaires that look like me, have my skin tone, but
Okay.
they must be hiding behind the trees because you know what I mean? There's not very visible. Why are we not hearing about the secret sauce?
Mm.
Right? Why folks keep their in some cultures it seems like folks keep those cards close to their chest and they don't share. There's
Yeah,
no talking about generational wealth. It could be, a community wealth. Hello.
they don't want to let the secrets out. They don't want everybody to have it. Mm.
So I'd love to take a little bit of conversation, a deep dive into that. What's
Yes.
going on there?
Hmm. And our brother Tariq Lee says, awesome show led by two amazing people. God bless you, my brother.
Oh,
Appreciate that ever so much. And I hope you caught the
thank
little
you.
we did for you, my brother, as you were a phenomenal guest here on What's Holding You Back. And we look
Yes,
forward to bringing you back on for an encore performance. So, yes. Hmm.
that's awesome. Thank you, Tariq. Appreciate you and your wife.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. So
Yeah.
yeah, we just reflecting on the past year and the journey we've had, and it's been awesome. But the best is still yet to come. Looking for bigger and better things, Christine, and I know you are looking for that as well.
Well, it's going to happen because we're looking at in person appearances as well. So, if any one of our guests that we mentioned, you're having an event and you would love to host, two dynamic folks, as Tariq said, come on and invite and Rob, Christine and Rob to your next event. Love to take what's holding you back on the road.
Let's do it.
All
Let's do
right. We
that.
love virtual, but when you have that in-person connection,
Mhm.
we can, take your and help you take your event to a meaningful and tangible result.
Yeah,
So find out more what we mean by contacting us, and we'll make it happen.
that's right. That's right.
We'll make it happen. I think Elevate with Vern if she's not on, but I think she's in Toronto shortly as well. She's coming over.
Oh, that's
So I look forward to connecting with her.
okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So we're going to close off today's broadcast. Now with the inspirational quote. What did we have for the inspirational quote? Let's end the way how we began.
Oh, we didn't even have one today. Uh oh.
Okay. Because I was like, we have an inspirational quote. And
Right.
and the question, sometimes the quotes come in the form of a question, in the form of, okay, let's see what's happening. There's something that's on all of our, um, I'm gonna say our minds, but you've written it down, you put it somewhere. What are you doing with it? Is
Mhm.
the question. We haven't given anybody any homework in a while.
Okay.
Um, yeah. But one of my favorite quotes, and I'll leave this with the inspirational quote of the day,
Okay.
is remember, nothing changes until you do. So when you're asking the question, what's holding you back? Let's have that honest conversation between you and the mirror. Okay.
Nothing like speaking to the one in the mirror. Yeah, that's
Begin to the one in the mirror. And if it's finances, that's too easy because we got someone for you, right? We
yes,
got the credit repair man.
we got them.
All right. And if you need someone in the bank, we got someone to guide you there as well.
That's right. That's
All
right.
right.
What's holding you back? Your one-stop shop to fulfill all of your needs. Love it. Love it. Love it. So, family, we are going to close things off for this evening, but we want to thank each and every one of you for joining us and being a part of this historic and monumental moment in time as we are celebrating 1 year, our 1 year anniversary here at What's Holding You Back. And we're
Absolutely.
looking forward to bigger and better things coming along in the future. So, on behalf of Christine Allen from Clear Ambitions. My name is Rob McCray from the Business Building Network, wishing you all a wonderful day. Oh, and a happy 4th of July when it comes in
Oh
2.
yeah.
Yes, yes. For all of you celebrating that, I know the grills will be in full effect, and I'm
Uh-huh.
looking for a couple of locations to get me a couple of plates. Christine, what you got going on?
Oh, grilling. You can come on over to New York side and get some grill.
All right. I
Yeah,
just
get some steaks.
mm, that sounds like a winner right there.
All
Yes, yes.
right.
All right, family. So we're going to close it off for this evening, but thanks again for joining us, and we will see you next week, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh,
Uh-huh.
we got Dr. Tahira Lee in the building.
Oh, nice. Hello,
Yes,
hello, hello. The Hope Doctor.
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Wow. Love you more. Love you more. Thank you so much.
Wow. That's so sweet. Love you too. We
Yeah.
have such a great lineup. And what's supposed we were to have a What's Holding You Back conference. Come on now.
Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
What's Holding You Back conference. Sounds like a plan.
Come on. We're here for it. All right. All right, family. So, yes, bless you all. Thank you all for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you next week on the next edition of What's Holding You Back.
We'll see you next
What's
week.
holding you back from touching the sky? What's holding you back? You gotta fly like an eagle and go high. What's holding you back? Holding you back from touching the sky. Oh, holding you back. You finally gotta reach for the sky.